Hi everyone, and welcome to LL Sports TV. I like to call it the post-mortem of the game. I'm here with my boy Quams.
Yes.
I was at the game, you was at the studio. But to recap, Arsenal have gone out of the FA Cup today in the third round. Very disappointing day. It was 1-1 in time, but then there was extra time added on, and then it went to penalties, and we've lost 5-3 on penalties. I'll just give you some stats.
Yeah,
because,
go on, hit me, mate.
That kind of goes to the heart of my disappointment. So in this game today, Arsenal have enjoyed 70% plus possession. I think it's something like 2% possession stats I've seen. 26 attempts on goal, right? Only 7 on target, but Man United have only had 7 shots on goal, 4 on target, and yet they've come away with a win. And when you add to that as well, that we missed a penalty in normal time, Martin Odegaard missed a penalty. Add to that Man United went down to 10 men when Dalot was sent off after 61 minutes, which means effectively they played an hour with 10 men at the Emirates, and yet they've ended up beating us. How has that happened, Grant? Because I'm at a loss to explain.
Well, since the way you've broken it down now, it's even worse, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. When you take all those things into consideration,
it was a crazy game. I guess like as a neutral, it would have been amazing to watch because you had everything in it. You had some good goals, some good finishes from Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, we had the altercation which led to the red card from Dalot. Potentially, they could have had 9 men because is it Ugarte kind of headbutted my man Kai Havertz, obviously. But yeah, no,
he's trying to knock some sense into it.
Probably. But no, it was one of those games like you kind of left scratching your head because you're like, we did have chances, we created chances from open play. How is it that we're not in the next round playing Leicester? I think Leicester being drawn against them now.
I think, you know what? The first half, I thought Arsenal played some good football. Certainly some good approach play.
Yeah.
But it was quite noticeable that we weren't really working the keeper by and there.
Buffon. You might as well call
but in the second half now, there was like a mad kind of 11, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So Dalot gets sent off after 61 minutes.
Yeah, it was a bad challenge.
It was a bad challenge. And we were kind of saying, you know, because he'd been booked and he looked a little bit like that. And I was saying that if we run at him, someone could get him sent off because he was looking a bit shaky.
100%.
So yeah, but then before that, Bruno Fernandes scores a really good goal. Arsenal, Gabriel slips over in it. And United break and Garnacho passes and Bruno at the back stick, lovely finish.
Yeah.
That put them 1-0 up. Then, like I said, Dalot gets sent off on 61 minutes, right? Couple of minutes after that, Gabriel makes amends for him slipping and it led to United's goal. He scores at the other end. Took it really well, actually, especially for a centre-half. That was a good goal. So that's 1-1. United down to 10 men. We're all thinking now, that's it now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And you could see the mood shift because the United fans were going crazy. There was quite a few United fans in the ground. Something like 8,000.
Yeah.
They were making a whole lot of noise when they scored. But then, like I said, come the sending off, and then we scored 2 minutes after the sending off. We're all thinking now, this is it now. Floodgates are going to open up and I was going to go. And we did have chances.
We had the chances.
We didn't take them.
We had the chances. You know, you run it back in your head. Declan Rice header, spoke about that. Trossard, it was a great challenge from De Ligt, clearing it off the line. The keeper made a fine save from Declan Rice again. Kai Havertz.
Yeah, let's talk about
Kai Havertz. Laurie, look, I'll be honest with you. He's helped us. Last season, he helped us a lot. And there's no doubt that he scored important goals for us at certain moments. And we needed him, just like we needed the rest of the squad last season. But it was inevitable you'd get like a drop-off in his performance. But I was never saying he's the guy that's going to carry us to a title. No, I didn't. I just said, no, because look.
For those of you who don't know, me and Quams here, we've been back and forth for a while, and I've got the receipts.
It's fine, you've got
I've got the receipts.
But it's like...
Well, I've said to you, I goes, listen, I appreciate him as a player.
Yeah.
I always try to be balanced.
I don't think people appreciated him, full stop.
No, hear what I'm going to say. Hear me out. Because you know this, because me and you have spoken. what I'm saying about Kai Havertz is he's a decent player.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what he brings to the team. He brings hard work, he brings running. He's got a certain size, and some people say he's pretty quick or whatever. He can score goals. But what I've always said is, Kwame, I've said if Arsenal are going to go to that next level, win things, we need a striker worthy of the name. I don't think Kai Havertz is a 20-goal a season striker. I just don't. I think he's quite a long way off that.
Yeah.
I think he would be a good second option.
Yeah.
But for me, he's not that guy. Now, I think he's kind of been found out this season, bro. I mean, he did have a good end towards last season. I think he got something like 13 goals for the season. And people were saying, yeah, man, he's going to kick on this season and get 20. And I was always sceptical of that. And I think it's fair to say, right, that in the last couple of games, the game against Newcastle and again the game against United today,
he's had point blank
he's had chances which on another day, a striker in that position is supposed to be scoring. And if he scores those goals, we win the game. The game against Newcastle, the difference was the striking. Isak and Gordon versus a misfiring Jesus, Havertz and Martinelli. And today was a similar thing because we had the chances, but it's like we could have played all night and we wouldn't have scored, and it's become quite alarming.
It is. It's becoming a trend now, isn't it? Havertz in front of goal, misses.
And I'm seeing the manager, and I never thought I would stick up for Arteta in this way because I've had my reservations about the manager, certainly about some of the tactics and some of the substitutions. But I do think he's a good manager. But I also think that the players are letting him down a little bit because we should not be losing today.
Of course not. And
then, of course, we get to the penalties now. As soon as Havertz, I was in the ground, I told you this, innit? I'm in the ground. As soon as Havertz stepped up to take the pen, everyone was
like a moan, innit?
Because they were thinking, like, this guy's not played well today. He's not played well on Tuesday either. And now he's fair play. Okay, he probably volunteered.
Though. How many has he missed? He's only missed one out of 20 or something.
But you know what? Today, bro, there was a feeling. As soon as he stepped up, I was like, rah.
I think the moment that turning point was way before that. It was when Odegaard missed his penalty.
Yeah.
Because I thought Havertz should have stepped up for that, or maybe even Jorginho. Why are we getting Martin Odegaard to take that? I know he's our captain, but that's where I feel like the turning point in the game was. And when it got to the penalty shootout. Of course, we was groaning. These lot were groaning at everyone that was stepping up. Oh no! But it was a great save. It was a poor penalty though from Havertz.
And it's interesting because Bayern there was in goal for Man United.
He was incredible today, innit? Bloody hell!
But if you think about it, right, his previous game for United, I think they had a European Cup match.
Yeah.
I forget who they were playing, and he was poor.
He got caught out.
But today he was on it.
Aerially, I think he was really poor. I think it was against Spurs as well. He got caught out a few times as well, but. Today he was on it. They wanted it. I don't want to say it, they wanted it more, but they just showed a bit more grit, Man United. They were putting in more challenges. They did
defend well.
Yeah, they defended well. They defended well, but
there's no way we should have lost that game.
That's the thing that hurts, and this is where I have to kind of take the attention off of Arteta and look at the players and say, yo, you're really going to let your manager go hang him dry, more or less.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Because I mean, like, the manager's getting a lot of stick.
How can you
I was coming out the ground at the end of the match, and bare man, you could hear him. Oh, that's it, Arteta, this and that. And I'm thinking, And I come back to the studio, and one or two people, Goonally in particular, shout out to Goonally.
Shout out Goonally.
But he was very, very critical of the manager. He says basically he's lost faith in him. But I'm saying, look, I know the manager has his reservations, but come on, bro. I think he's been let down by the players.
I know, but this is the thing, because we can't see everything. We only see a little snapshot. He's the face. He's the face of the club, isn't it? So if something goes wrong, it's on him. If something goes right, then it's okay, Arteta's the saviour, or he's the guy right now. And unfortunately, in this line of work, he's going to be the target man. Yeah. He's getting paid, he's going to get scrutinised, and he is. If you're not performing well in work, you're going to have to get called into the office and we're going to have a little chat. No, it's true. Yeah. It's true. Why are we not performing?
Because potentially you could say we've gone out of 2 cup competitions in a week. I mean, we've definitely gone out of 1. The Carabao Cup is, let's be honest, that's an uphill battle.
100%. And if you looked at it on paper, like I said, before leading up to these games, you would have said, oh, look, we're at home. We can get a result against Newcastle. Yeah. Oh, we're at home. We can get a result against Man United. They'll be trembling. Look how the tables have turned straight away. Amarin hasn't won a game, and you got United coming here with so much confidence, and they knew they could get something, because right now we seem wounded. We seem really wounded. it's falling to pieces. Obviously, I'm looking at the young man on the wall, Saka, and I'm thinking, boy, oh boy, I miss you so much. But again, I'm glad that you're not here to witness this.
Already, man.
You know, so I don't know where to turn. Obviously, we got the North London derby coming up.
Yeah, big game on Wednesday.
What team are you going to put out? If you've got Gabriel Jesus, who's injured, Kai Havertz, who's not firing, the only shining light right now is Raheem.
Yeah.
Is Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, shout out to Raheem. I thought he did well when he came today. I've been calling for him to get more minutes. Yeah. He looked bright today.
He did. He did.
But listen, man, ultimately disappointing. And, like I said, 2 competitions in a week now, we've not fared well. So
these games
I don't know, man.
And
I was kind of looking at the domestic cups as possibly being a bit of a saviour, given the fact that the league, let's face it, Liverpool are looking strong for that.
They're looking strong, but we don't know. Liverpool are still dropping points. They're getting draws. So it would have been great that, you know, we can take our attention away from the Premier League and focus on domestic cups. Have something to fight for. I was looking at, was it Inter Milan or AC Milan? When Conceição, he came in and they won their cup or whatever, the Super Cup, or the enjoyment, the happiness. And I was thinking, I want that, I miss that.
Yeah,
why haven't we got that? I want that now.
Listen, I'm an old school guy, as you know, I'm a lot older than you. And, listen, I remember the days when the FA Cup was massive in this country, almost as big as winning the league. So I've always got a lot of affection for the FA Cup. So for us to go out today was very disappointing for me. But it is what it is.
It is.
That's football for you, man. You don't always get what you deserve.
You don't.
I thought we could have won today, but we didn't. We got to blame ourselves at the end of the day.
Yeah, we've got to look ourselves in the mirror.
Let's talk very, very briefly about the game against Tottenham on Wednesday. It's another must-win game, a big game.
Well, their tails will be up. They've just beaten, or they beat Tamworth earlier, even though it got all the way to extra time.
They weren't convincing, but at least
they weren't convincing, but they're through. Yeah. And as much as they played extra time, they'll probably have a lot more energy than us now. They'll be upbeat because they know that they're in a cup and we're not. We've been knocked out of one.
And not only that, they'll be thinking that they're going to catch us at a good time because it's been a few weeks now since we played well.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think.
The last game was Brentford.
Right. Well, no. Even Brentford, I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced with Brentford. I'm thinking way before that. So it's like I'm struggling to see where it's going to end or what's going to happen with Arteta. But, you know,
let's hope they can put in a performance.
You going for a win?
Home. I'm going to go for a win, man, because it's about time, isn't it?
Every time I go for a win, it's got something else. I'm just going to say something.
We're at home. It's North London derby, man. The crowd will be up for it. Oh,
2-2.
No. He's gone 2-2. Yeah. I'm going to go 2-0. It's about, let's score some goals.
Clean sheet?
Clean sheet. And start turning things around, because we need to, man, because the season's in danger of...
capitulating, isn't it? Yeah.
I wouldn't say capitulating, but we're certainly in a bad moment, right?
In 1 week?
Yeah,
come on, man. That's capitulation right there.
But listen, guys, thank you so much. Thanks to Qualms for coming on and sharing his thoughts on the game.
Thank you guys as well.
Thanks you guys for watching.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.